For most people who've tried to learn day trading, the problem was never the actual trading. It was the way it's explained. The charts, the indicators, the jargon. It all seems like a lot to learn. And to be honest with you, it is. But here's what I've figured out after 8 years of doing this. Trading is actually one of the simplest ideas in the world. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to prove that to you using these 5 posters. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what trading is, how markets move, and most importantly, why people lose. I'll even show you a simple trade example that made me over $20,000 on a single trade. And I'll explain it so simply that honestly, a 5-year-old could follow it. Okay, so let's start with the most basic question. Let's answer the most basic question. What actually is trading? Well, trading is buying something you think will go up in price and then selling it when it does. That's it. That is the entire idea. Think about it like this. Imagine you're a kid and it's lunchtime. You're in school. You've got a chocolate bar and your friend, we'll call him Alex. Let's say Alex wants your chocolate bar. So you sell it to Alex for $1. Next day, chocolate bars are extremely rare for some reason. Everybody wants a chocolate bar. So now they're worth $2. You buy one for $1 and then you sell it for $2. You've just made $1 in profit. That's trading. The only difference in the actual markets is that you're going to do this with stock, currencies, or other assets. And instead of a chocolate bar, you're speculating on which direction the price is going to move, up or down. That's it. Traders don't care what asset it is. They just care whether the price is going to go up or down, and they profit from that movement. Super simple. Now, there's a part that can trip you up, but I'm going to explain it to you super simply. So the next question is, why do prices move at all? Markets move because of buyers and sellers. That's the foundation of everything. More people want to buy than sell, the price goes up. More people want to sell than buy, and the price comes down. Think about it like an auction. So let's say you're a kid again and you've got a toy car this time, and let's say 3 of your friends want it. They're jealous of your toy car. They're fake friends. The first one offers you $5, the second one offers you $7, and the third one, we'll call him Peter. Peter offered you $10. Big boy Peter. Price just went up because demand went up. That's supply and demand. That's all it is. Now scale that up to millions of traders around the world happening every second across global markets, $5 trillion in volume every single day, and that's the forex market. So you see, it's basically just one big massive global auction running in real time. And inside of all that, there are patterns. Price moves in patterns and trends, and these patterns and trends repeat over and over and over. It's something I've seen in my entire 8 years of trading. This never changes. And the reason they repeat is because of human psychology. And I'm sure you know who Warren Buffett is, one of the most prolific figures in the investment world. Well, he once said that the stock market is basically impatient people transferring money to patient people. And as a trader, you obviously want to be one of the patient people, right? Because the patient people make the money. Okay, so how do you actually make money from this? You go online, you scroll Instagram, and you see ads of people promising huge figures from trading. You see all these YouTube videos about people making 6 figures, 7 figures off of trading. How do you actually make money from this? Well, if you skip to this part, welcome. I want to show you a real trade broken down as simply as possible, and it's actually the strategy that I use. The strategy is called the 4-hour range. One candle gives you your whole game plan for the day. Here's how it works. Every morning, you mark the high and low of the first 4-hour candle that forms on that day, based on the New York time, of course. That high and low becomes your range. Those 2 lines are your entire roadmap for this session. No moving averages, no RSI, no vibes, just range. The beauty with this strategy is you can add these things later on. Then you drop down to the 5-minute chart and you wait, because you're waiting for price to break out of that range, close outside of it, and then close back inside. When that happens, that's your signal. Simple, right? Let me show you what that actually looks like in real trades. This is a replay of some live trades I took earlier this week. Now here's the part where most people messed up. They see the break and they jump in immediately. Don't do that. We don't care about the break on its own. What we need to see is the candle actually close outside the range. The wicks don't count, and then we need price to come back inside. That's the setup. And right here you can see the candle closes back above the range low. That's our signal to go long. Entry right here on that close. Stop loss goes at the lowest point of the breakout move, because if price goes back down there, the setup is dead and we're out. No arguments. Take profit is always set at 2R, meaning twice whatever our stop loss is, and then we just let it cook. So as we can see, price started to climb and it hit the target. Done. Clean trade. That trade right there was $915 in the green. That's a nice trade. All right, so this is the second trade I took for the day. Same range, still active. Price has been moving around inside after the first trade, and now it's starting to push up toward the range high. Let's see what happens. It breaks right above the range high. Candle closes outside. Okay, we're watching, and then the next candle closes back inside the range. That's it. That's our short signal. We flip it. Instead of going up, we're looking now for price to come down. Entry on that close back inside. Stop loss goes at the high of that breakout, because again, if price goes back up there, we're out, we're wrong, we are done. We want our trade to stop, and the take profit always remains at 2R. Price dips a little, bounces slightly, and I'll be honest, for a second it looked like it might go against us. That's normal, that's trading. But then it rolls over and heads straight down to the target. That one closed. It was a $794 trade. 2 trades, both green. So I'm done for the day. I know what some of you are thinking. That looks too simple, and yeah, it kind of is, but simple is not the same as easy. The hard part is trusting the rules when price is moving and your brain is telling you to do something else. Most traders lose money not because their strategy is bad, but because they don't actually follow it. This system is only one range, 3 simple steps to our target. It only works if you actually stick to it. Every time you go off the script, you're basically trading a different strategy. Now that's the upside. But here's the thing, and this is what most people skip. You also need a stop loss, because trades don't always go your way. And if you don't have a stop loss, one bad trade could wipe out months of your progress. Which brings me to the real reason most traders lose. By the way, if you want a complete breakdown of this strategy, I've linked a video right here. But for now, let's keep going. So I'm sure you've heard by now that day trading is not easy. Most people who start off lose money. 95% of traders lose. 9 out of 10 traders lose money. But why is this? Why is that statistic a real thing? Well, understanding why will give you somewhat of a shortcut, because you'll understand, or you'll know what exactly to work on in your own trading journey. The first reason is that they don't have a strategy with an edge. They're just guessing. And I promise you, if you're taking trades in random places on the chart, or following gurus on X, formerly known as Twitter, or Facebook, or even Grindr, that's actually not called trading. That's gambling. The second reason, and this is arguably the biggest reason, is risk management. Or to put it more accurately, the lack of risk management. This is the one that will kill your account. Mark my words. Because this is what happens when you lose on a trade. You'll get emotional because to you, you've just lost some of your hard-earned money, and nobody wants to lose their money. So then you'll risk more on the second trade to make it back quickly, and then you lose again. And just like that, your account is blown in a single afternoon. This will be your reality if you don't have rock solid risk management. Trust me, I've seen a lot of traders start off trading, they don't understand risk management, and they lose significant portions of their starting capital. But here's the third reason. The third reason is you end up quitting before this all actually works. And sadly, a lot of these traders that make up that 95% that lose are people who quit too early. Remember, trading is a skill, like flying a plane or like playing a high-level sport. It takes reps, it takes discipline, it takes time. Most people want the result right away without putting in the work. It's as Drake said, they aren't willing to put in the work. And trust me, the market is perfectly happy to take their money. The people who actually make it, or the people who actually become profitable, are not smarter than anyone else. They just have a strategy, they manage their risk, and they execute consistently. And that's the whole thing. So how do you actually start if you're at zero? Well, here's the process, as simple as I can make it. First, you need to learn to read candlestick charts. You need to understand what the price is telling you before you actually do anything else. This is the foundation. Then you need to find or build a strategy, something you can test and repeat and verify. Then you need to demo trade that system. Practice with fake money until you can execute trades without second guessing yourself. Basically, when you build a strategy, you need to demo test it rigorously, because you're relying on your strategy when you put real money on the line. When you put real money on the line, you definitely don't want a flimsy strategy. You want one that's battle tested. Then you need to learn risk management. Specifically, you need to learn to never risk more than 1 to 5% of your account on a single trade, ever. Even if you're absolutely certain about the trade. Then you need to track everything. If you don't journal your trades, you won't fully understand where you're going wrong. What gets measured gets mastered. And the traders who improve the fastest are the ones who review every single trade and use the data. You get a textbook and you write down every single trade, what you thought, where you got in, where you went wrong, how much money you made, how much money you lost, everything. Review that data constantly and let it improve your trades. Traders that don't journal are traders that take years to see actual progress. This is how you become profitable. Then you're going to need a platform to actually trade on. And although there are a lot of options out there, I'll leave a link down below to the one that allows beginners to start with as little as $10. It's the same one I used in the example I showed you before. And guess what? That's the cycle. Learn, test, improve. It only requires you to actually do it. But having a good strategy to start is super simple. Click this video on screen now if you're struggling to find the right strategy.